Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an Airbus pilot, and welcome back to the InnyBuild Airbus A300, which has just seen another update. And this one adds, for example, the Lido charts to the aircraft, but it also does quite a bit on the visual side of things and overall generally provides us with a lot of quality of life updates as well. Today we're going to do a first flight with this lovely aircraft, and we'll be flying from New York JFK over to San Francisco, which is about a 5.5 hour flight and a typical route that American would have used the Airbus A300 on. As you can see, the weather over here in JFK isn't all that good today. Some thunderstorms in the area, and with that out of the way, I'm looking really forward to go flying. But before we start, a quick message from today's sponsor, Say Intentions AI. If you're looking for an ATC add-on that can not just do your standard A to B flights, but also other things like data link, VFR, and even a cabin crew simulation, then look no further than Say Intentions AI. We'll be using them in today's flight for all our ATC and cabin crew. Unfortunately, the A300, at least in the American version, didn't have data link installed, but I'm really looking forward to it. If you like what you're about to see, check them out using the link in the video description or the pinned comment below. And with that, let's do a very quick check of our flight plan, and then we'll get right into it. So this is what today's flight plan looks like. We're departing JFK on a northerly routing across the Great Lakes, and then southbound towards San Francisco. The significant weather chart has this note number 1 over there, which is moderate turbulence until flight level 400 for about the first hour of the flight, and then the second half of the flight is completely clear and beautiful. In terms of the weather, New York currently offers 22 degrees Celsius. Sky is pretty cloudy at the moment, unfortunately. And looking at San Francisco, we'll be arriving there in possibly some showers of rain, but overall weather conditions are absolutely okay and flyable. The same goes for our alternate in Oakland. Now let's go ahead and have a look at our plan. So we're departing at 11:59 out of JFK, arriving at 17:44, which is a fair half an hour before schedule in San Francisco. We are uncritical for the weights and planned on flight level 340 initially, flight level 360 later, and then going all the way down to the fuel section of our flight plan. We have a scheduled takeoff at 68.8 thousand pounds of fuel on board, plus 2,200 taxi, covering 20 minutes of time. So basically, if we end up with 71,000 pounds of fuel, we should be absolutely good to go. Now the question is, do we want to take any more than that? And well, it's San Francisco, so some holdings could possibly happen. So let's just go ahead and take some 10 minutes more, which is another 1,800 pounds. So 73,000 pounds of fuel for today's flight. Well, and with that decision made, let's get straight into the cockpit of our A300 and let's start getting ready. So we'll start with the preliminary cockpit preparation. For that, we are going to turn the batteries on, all 3 of them. Then check the hydraulic panel, elec pump is off, quantities are good, the wiper switches are both off, landing gear lever is down, flap and slat handle is up. Okay, reverse levers are down, fuel levers cut off, weather radar down here is currently switched off. Then we do have some basic power applied to the aircraft. We don't need the APU yet, so let's go ahead and turn on the external power units. Then IRS mode selectors 1, 2, and 3 going into the nav position, and oxygen is coming on. Here we go. Lovely, then we do the annunciator light test. Which looks absolutely okay. Alright, VHF radios as required, and that's the preliminary cockpit preparation complete. Then let's move down to the FMS, and we are just going to remove those messages here. So we will be flying from KJFK towards KSFO. Entering that, then Oakland is going to be our alternate airport. The GPS position here looks good, and we can hit align IRS. And that's it. Now let's start the flight deck preparation procedure, and we are going to start this one right down here in our EFB. But let's go to the My Flight app and import that flight plan from SimBrief. Here we go. Then we can head over into the Weight and Balance app, update that one from SimBrief as well, and we said we wanted 73,000 pounds of fuel, so 73,000. Like that is looking good, and apply load to aircraft. Here we go. Alright, so refueling is in progress in real time. It's going to take a little while because it is a rather large fuel quantity, but we do have some time as well since boarding is just about to start. Okay, good. So that much for our preliminaries. Then let's start with the flight deck preparation procedure. So, no smoking in auto, seatbelts remain off since we're still refueling. Lights are set, hydraulic quantities are checked. Moving up here, flight recorder is going on. Then onto the second part, strobe lights, auto, nav and logo lights, position 1. We can leave those switches off until the alignment is complete. Galley power on. Now, engine fire test for engine number 1. Looks good. Alright, up here everything's set. Third row, again, fuel pumps remain off while we're refueling the aircraft. Then let's go ahead and do the APU fire test, so squib test and loop test. Looking good. And voice recorder test is looking good. Alright, on the third row, down here everything is set. Window heats can already come on. Probe heats, well, I suppose that's gonna come on as well. And moving up here, squib test and fire loop test. Loop A, waiting for loop B, and now we also get the warning. Good, and up here everything's set. And now going down here, the emergency lights are on, annunciator lights bright, standby compass off, APU bleed off, and all the rest is set. Beautiful, so that's the overhead panel. Then moving down onto the main panel, what's the current QNH? Let's see about it right over here. QNH is 29999. So 2999 set 1, standby compass.
Blue 971, contact New York Center on 133.15. Switching to New York Center on 133.15.
Looking good, and 2999 set a second time. So brake anti-skid going off, and parking brake is released here for a second. So alternate brakes and parking brake set again, and brake anti-skid switch going back on again. So landing elevation is roughly 0 over in LA, sorry, in SFO.
American 3240, radar contact.
Landing gear warning is looking good, and the right hand side 2999 is set, wonderful. Alright, moving down to the main panel then, we are going to need a couple of charts. And I know that American would be using JPEGs and charts here, but for the purpose of it, I do want to be using my Lidos. So let's see, APC all terminals, give me that one. That's actually looking quite good. And then we need an AGC down here. And that's now pinned as well. Sits, probably radar vector, so let's take the Kennedy 5 departure here. And that's all looking good. 2 to right is probably the expected departure runway. Now, frequencies 13505 for our delivery.
Runways 24.
Here we go, 3505. And then we'll probably need ground 0.9. Like this. On the second side, 1 to 1.5. And we can prepare the ATIS for in a little bit later as well, provided the sim lets me look around. This is such an annoying bug. Okay, so departure ATIS 128725. Like this. Alright, listen and transmit VHF 1 and 2. And then of course we want to listen to the interphone as well. Like that. And the same on the other hand side. Make sure we turn the volume up a little bit. Like that. Alright, we don't need the ADF. Rudder control is centered. And weather radar up 5 units. And that's it. Alright, and the TCAS down there onto above. Now, before we start our FMS setup, let's actually go ahead and grab the ADIS.
Y and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee. John F. Kennedy International Airport. Information Yankee. 0551 Zulu. Arriving runways 13 left, 13 right, 22 right, 22 left. Departing runways 13 left, 22 right, 22 left. Wind 230 to 4. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Fuel at 4900 feet. Scattered at 6,000 feet. Broken at 8500 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet. Temperature 22. Dew point 19er. Altimeter 29er. Density altitude 700 feet. Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Revet all runway and hold short in.
Okay, cool. ATIS is on board. So 22 right is confirmed as departure runway. Then let's go. So we are departing JFK, runway 22 right, and we'll insert the JFK 5 departure down here, and insert. Okay, so thereafter we'll fly direct to Gale. Alright, from Gale it's gonna be Quebec 818. Towards Woozy. Like this. Then we're going to continue by Quebec 935 to Hockey. So direct Golf Romeo Bravo. Direct Golf Echo Papa. Then Juliet 70 towards Alpha Bravo Romeo. Not in database, okay. Juliet 70 Alpha Bravo Romeo. That should absolutely be in database. For real. Well, the routing is a real life routing. Then there's got to be a bug with enough data. Okay, let's just do direct Alpha Bravo Romeo. Yeah, well, that can't work up here. That's fine. Okay, thereafter Juliet 32 to Lima Lima Charlie. That one is in database, luckily. Okay, and from there, direct to Lex. And then we'll be arriving in San Francisco, I suppose runway 28 right, via the Bodega 4 arrival, and the Lex transition, and insert. So, very quick check over this. And that looks about alright. Cool. So, on to the init page, next page, expected zero fuel weight 256.5. Like this, block fuel will be 73, and that's a takeoff gross weight of 328.2, a little bit higher than what we planned, but absolutely fine. CG unknown for the time being, so we'll enter 25. Optimal 315, cruising 340, and maximum 340. Okay, looks fine with me. Cool, then let's go for the takeoff and approach page, and we'll do a couple of calculations now. And again, why can't I move my view? This is... God, so annoying. Hello, camera, will you please come to life again? But the sim is not frozen. Here we go. Oh god. Sometimes it's... I don't know. Alright, so synchronize the weather, runway in use, 22 right. Full length, dry runway. Takeoff weight, we set 330, is that right? Yeah, 328.2. So let's use 330 for the takeoff calculations. I think that's a nice number, isn't it? Okay, flaps 15, air conditioning, we can turn that off, anti-ice off, force torque on no, calculate. And here we go. So, flaps 55, 148, 163, 166. So, alignment is complete, then let's go up here. That also brings our FCU live, and we need 166. Like that. Cool, initial probably 5,000, runway track 22 right, let's find out. 223. Like this, perfect. And give me nav mode, come on. Over here we want the constraints, over here we want the navs, constraints, flight director is on, and nav is selected. Alright, beautiful. And then down here, flex takeoff, and it was 55 degrees. As far as I remember, yeah, 55. Alright, good, easy going. So that's everything completed in terms of our setup. Then before we do the briefing, let's go ahead and call for clearance. So 13505, I think that's correct already. So let's give him a quick shout out. Kennedy delivery, American 179 heavy, request IFR clearance to Los Angeles with information Yankee, and it's San Francisco.
One second while I grab the paperwork.
Cathay 811 Heavy, cleared to San Francisco.
No.
Radar vectors Gale. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.7 squawk 5642. Expect runway 22 right.
Okay, that wasn't us. That was some Cathay, apparently going to the same destination. Might just have to try that one again then. Kennedy delivery, American 173, information Yankee, request IFR clearance to San Francisco.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. American 179, heavy, cleared to San Francisco. Radar vectors Gale. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.7 squawk 3525. Expect runway 22 right.
American 179 is clear to San Francisco via runway heading radar vectors to Gale, climb 5,000. Expect level 340 10 minutes after departure on 125.7 squawk 3525 runway 22 right. So 5,000. Squawk 3525.
American 179, heavy, read back correct.
Here we go, and runway 2 to right, radar vectors to Gale, 340, 10 minutes after, 2 to right, Gale, and 340 is the planned cruising level anyway. Right, good. So, that's our clearance confirmed, then let's start with the departure briefing, please. And that's going to be from the right-hand seat. So, we'll be departing New York JFK, runway 2 to right, with a radar vector departure, initial climb 3000, MSA to the open water is going to be 3000 feet. Our extra fuel and time, we've got about 10 minutes on top here, which equals about 1,800 pounds. So thanks for that. Our taxi is gonna be fairly easy. Hotspots, one of them, crossing runway, what is that, 3 right? On our way to runway 2 to right, and then we got a couple of crossing runways for our takeoff, so we pay good attention that nobody is in, so that nobody's entering our runway on our takeoff, and pay some attention to land and hold short instructions from the tower as well. Apart from that, stop margin for a rejected takeoff is not going to be very much today, since we are fairly heavy. Engine out sits straight at 25 miles, climbing 3000. If you need to come back, 2 to left, 2 to right. I'd probably rather prefer 2 to right. Actually, 2 to left. They have that strange display threshold here, and we can always take the crossing runways if it's required. The wind is pretty much calm anyway. I have nothing special, nothing non-standard for the departure, and I do not see any threats. Anything from your side? Nope. Alright, beautiful. That's our briefing completed, and then let's go ahead and do the before start checklist down to the line. So cockpit prep completed, signs. We can quickly do that now since our refueling is finished. Okay, so signs on an auto. Fuel quantity is 73,000 pounds, and that is balanced. All pumps on. Navigation checked and set. Landing elevation 0. Altimeters QNH 2999er. Set left and right. Brake N is good, norm on, and before start checklist is complete down to the line. Right, let's say hello to our passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emmanuel in the name of American Airlines. Welcome aboard our Airbus A300 on our flight to San Francisco. Flight time today, 5.5 hours. Expecting a smooth flight in 34, later 36,000 feet. Expecting mostly smooth ride, so for the time being, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight with us. Only the first hour of the flight may be a little bit turbulent, so do keep your seatbelt fastened as long as you're in your seat, even if the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Our route is going to take us initially northbound toward the Great Lakes, and from there we'll fly across Minneapolis and then back south towards San Francisco, expecting some marvelous views of the San Francisco Bay on our arrival. Thank you very much for joining us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us, and if there is anything we can do for you to make it more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask any of our charming cabin crew. Thank you very much for your attention, and again, welcome aboard. Alright, beautiful. So, the crew is catered for. Then, let's see about our final weights. We've got a zero fuel weight of 256.5. And 256.5 is the plant one as well. Block fuel 73 is correct and checked. Gives us a takeoff weight of 328.2, which is what we've used to calculate as well. Then, let's see about the CG. That's 28.6. Like that, here we go, and then finally let's bring on a couple of fuel figures, because I forgot to do that earlier. So taxi 2.2, trip, no, that's definitely incorrect, that's got to be a bug over there. Let's see if we can actually overwrite that. No, we can't. Alright, that's fine though. Okay, contingency 1.8. Alternate 2.2. Alright. We still have the incorrect trip fuel calculation there, so it's fine the way it is right now. Gonna cancel that. Alright, cool. So with that, our data is cross-checked. Takeoff data is accurate as well. We have got this. We can quickly clear that ATIS ID down from the scratch pad. Alright, then let's close up. So, close, 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 close. Alright, APU is running. Let's put the APU bleed on as well. So, remove GPU, and the parking brake is set, so remove the chocks as well. So, cabin crew, arms lights. Why is that not working? Close all doors, arm all doors. Oh god. And GSX is not working once again as well, because why would it? This program is such a disgrace, isn't it? Alright, one more attempt. No, okay. Fine, I'll try restart Throttle once in the background, but that's gonna be it. If that's not working, we'll use the built-in pushback. Alright, cool, so all the nice stuff over here is done. Then we're running on the APU, windows and doors are closed anyway. We don't need pushback clearance here, we would be talking to the ramp though. And we would probably be doing that on top 2. So let's already switch over to ground over here on 1 to 1.9. And then tower for later on. It's going to be on 2 to right, 1239. Still not working? Okay, screw you, GSX. In that case, we gotta be using this. Alright, so... transponder on, beacon on, before start checklist below the line, please. Windows and doors closed, beacon on, and parking brake on, before start checklist complete. So, ground flight deck, ready, push and start, parking brake is released. After that, start the push, and use standby for engines. Thanks. Alright, so let's see about the turn. Yeah. We've done better pushbacks in the past, but what can we do?
Runway 13 left taxi via Sierra Bravo, uniform 1 UPS 2115.
Alright, we're gonna stop it over here. That shall be fine. Parking brake set, then we're starting engines 1 and 2 in that sequence.
Endeavour 5356, taxi to parking.
Engine 1 start.
Left, then hotel. Cross runway
And
4
2.
Left, then cross runway 4 left, then golf golf. Bravo, Delta Bravo, Alpha, Tango Alpha.
Oil pressure. And 1.
Cross runway 22 left, then hotel, cross runway 4 left,
15%,
then cross runway 4
fuel
left,
on.
then Golf Golf, Bravo, Delta Bravo, Alpha, Tango Alpha, Endeavour 5356.
Alright, that's looking good. So, ground, we've got a good start on number 1, start on number 2. Clear 2. So, starter is cut out, engine 2 start. And 2. Oil pressure. And 1. 15%. And that is looking very good. It feels to me like the N1 takes a little bit long to come up over here. It's fairly slow. Right ground, we've got 2 good engine starts, clear disconnection with pin on the right hand side. Have a wonderful day, bye bye. Cool. So that's it on the overhead. So what's that trim? 0. Okay, easy. Even I can do that. Here we go. Cool, that's looking good. After start checklist. Pitch trim, 0 rudder trim, 0 spoiler sound, slats flaps, 15-15. Ecam status checked, anti-eyes off, hand signal received. After start checklist complete. Kennedy ground, American 179 heavy, request taxi.
American 179 heavy, yes, plane.
What?
American 1359 ready for push and start.
American 1359, cleared for push and start.
What did he say earlier? I didn't understand a thing.
American 1359.
In any case, we're still on the ramp, so we can already move ahead to the exit of the ramp. American 179, say again. Kennedy ground, American 179 heavy, request taxi. What is it doing?
American 179, heavy, runway 22 right taxi, via Tango Alpha, Alpha, Delta Bravo, Yankee Alpha, cross runway 22 right at your discretion.
So, text via Alpha Delta Bravo Yankee Alpha, cross to the right at our discretion, American 179. Where are you pushing? That looks expensive, what's about to happen.
Cross runway 22 left, then hotel, cross runway 4 left, then cross runway 4 left, then hotel, Alpha Golf.
No further comment on that.
Taxi to parking. Cross runway 22 left, then hotel. Cross runway 4 left, then cross runway 4 left, then hotel. Alpha, Golf, Brickyard 579 and 5.
Okay, so leaving the ramp via Tango Bravo, which is a second to the right, then Alpha.
Delta 915, taxi to parking. Cross runway 13 right, then Lima, Bravo, Kilo, Alpha, Hotel Bravo.
Alright, and then we'll probably be crossing somewhere over there, but we'll ask him by the time we get there. Right, and while we're on it, I just noticed that my airplane doesn't like to give me power, so set that idle position down here, please. Well, let's try that one again. Nope, still not reacting.
444 ready to taxi.
American 1444, runway 22 left taxi via Tango Alpha, Alpha, Delta Bravo, cross runway 31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Delta Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 22 right, then cross runway 22 right, then Foxtrot Roy.
How complicated can you make it?
Runway 22 left taxi via Tango
The left side's
Alpha,
clear.
Delta Bravo,
Right
cross
side's
runway
clear.
31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Delta Bravo, Charlie Echo, Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 22 right, then cross runway 22 right, then Foxtrot Bravo, Yankee Echo American on.
ground, Brickyard 4401, taxi to the ramp.
Brickyard 4401, taxi to parking. Cross runway 22 right, then Hotel Alpha Golf.
Taxi to parking, cross runway 22 right, then Hotel Alpha Golf, Brickyard 4401.
So why is this shit not working? Yeah, start calibration. Idle position. Actually, no, let's do that again. Reset calibration, start calibration, idle position. And toga position. Okay, thanks. And calibration saved. Now let's see. Yep, now they react immediately. Good.
American 1073, pushback approved.
Push and start approved, American 1073.
Okay, so to the right this way. In the real world, what they would do is to cross you somewhere over here already. So you would go somewhere over there and then Yankee Charlie all the way. But since our ATC told us they wanted to go via Delta Bravo, we might as well do that. Okay, cool. So, let's review the takeoff briefing. It's a left seat takeoff, 22 right, flaps 15, noise abatement 2, speeds 148, 162, 166, and the sit straight out, radar vectors to Gale, and climbing 5000. MSA 3000, and an immediate turnback is absolutely possible onto runway, well, 22 maybe, otherwise 32. Why is there oncoming traffic? You're not supposed to be there. But ATC doesn't say anything.
American 1073, runway 13 left, taxi via Tango Alpha.
Well, in that case, let's see who's the harder one. Oh, I think we won.
Runway 13 left, taxi via Tango Alpha, Bravo, uniform.
Alright, good. So, that's pretty much it. Anything to add onto the briefing? Nope. Okay. Then let's see. Should taxi Delta Bravo, Fox Bravo, Echo full length. So that's the second taxiway here. Let's go for the flight control check, please.
UPS 5125
Pull up.
ready to taxi.
Hold down.
UPS 5125,
Neutral.
runway 13 left, taxi via
Full left.
November Bravo, uniform 1.
Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Gotta turn left over here.
November Bravo, uniform 1, UPS 5125.
So, full left. Full right. And neutral.
Giving way to the JetBlue A320, Brickyard 4401.
So, clear on the left side.
JetBlue 2709.
Clear on the right side anyway.
Push and start.
JetBlue 2709, push and start crew.
We did not get crossing clearance for 3-1 right yet, so let's stop here for a moment.
Approaching 3-1 right.
Taxi via Tango Alpha Bravo, uniform 1.
Runway 13 left, taxi via Tango Alpha, Bravo, uniform 1, American 2234.
American 179, request crossing runway 13 left.
JetBlue 137, give way to the Brickyard ahead.
We'll give way to the Brickyard Embraer 75, JetBlue 137. JetBlue 169 ready for push and start.
American 179, heavy, runway 13 left is available for departure. Taxi via
No.
Tango Alpha, Delta,
No.
cross runway 22 right at your discretion.
American 179 negative. Request crossing runway 13 left, and our departure runway remains 22 right. God.
1930, push and start approved.
Okay, I don't care. Strobes on, we'll just cross it.
Ready to taxi.
JetBlue 361, runway 22 left, taxi via Delta Alpha, Delta Bravo, cross runway 31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Delta Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 22 right, then cross runway 22 right, then Foxtrot Bravo, fly. American 179, heavy, cross runway 13 left approved, continue taxi to runway 22 right.
Crossing 13 left approved, continue 22 right, American 139 heavy, thanks.
JetBlue 2709, runway 22
Okay,
right, taxi
at least
via
that.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Echo, cross runway 31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Echo.
Alright, good. So it's going to be a right-hand turn, then a left-hand turn, and then we're already at the departure runway. So, before takeoff checklist down to the line, please. Flight controls checked, briefing confirmed, slats flaps 15-15, performance and FMAs are checked, takeoff config.
Delta 7901, runway 22 left, taxi.
We'll do that test once we're around the turn over here.
31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Echo, Foxtrot Bravo, cross runway 22 right, then cross runway 22 right, then Foxtrot Bravo, Yankee, Echo.
Runway 22 left, taxi via Golf, Alpha, Echo, cross runway 31 right, then cross runway 13 left, then Echo, Foxtrot Bravo.
Okay, takeoff config test.
Right, then cross runway 22 right, then Foxtrot
It's okay.
Bravo, Yankee, Echo, Delta 7901.
Alright, so transponder set, before takeoff checklist complete to the line.
Delta 1930, runway 13 left, taxi via Hotel Bravo, Hotel Alpha, uniform 1.
Runway 13 left, taxi via Hotel Bravo, Hotel Alpha, uniform.
Okay, so ready for departure, then let's give tower a call. And departure 125.7 can be pre-selected. Kennedy Tower, American 179 Heavy, ready for departure.
American 179, Heavy Kennedy Tower, runway 13 left, hold short 737 on the runway.
We're departing on runway 22 right, American 179. Did it really?
American 179, Heavy Kennedy Tower, runway 13 left, winds 240 at 8.
I don't care.
Fly runway
We'll do
heading,
it.
cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 right, fly runway heading cleared for takeoff, American 179.
Approaching 2,
I
2,
don't care that
right.
he said 13 now.
Heavy negative, you are cleared for takeoff on runway 13 left. Winds 240 at 8. Fly runway heading.
Stop bullshitting. Okay, backs off. Before takeoff checklist below the line. Cabin
American
secured.
179, Heavy Roger, runway 13 left, cleared for takeoff.
On runway
Yeah, whatever.
2, 2, right.
Short of runway 31 right.
TCAS Tara, PAX 1 and 2 off,
Holding short of
ignition
runway
off,
31 right,
anti-ice
JetBlue
off,
361.
before takeoff checklist complete. You ready? Take off. Stabilized. Sub takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. 80 knots, checked. 100 knots, also checked.
Runway 31 right.
Hold short of 31 right, JetBlue 2709er.
V1. Rotate.
JetBlue 361, hold short of runway 31 right.
Pause at
Holding short of
point.
runway 31
Zero.
right, JetBlue 361.
Full heading. Alright.
79, heavy contact departure.
Departure American 179. So flap 0. Speed check, flap 0. And slot 0. Speed check, slot 0. Autopilot on. Kennedy departure American 179 Heavy passing 2000, climbing 5000.
American 179, heavy Kennedy departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 290, turn right heading 355, vectors to Gale, then is filed.
Right heading 355, climb maintain level 290, American 179 Heavy. Okay, so proper thrust, proper climb, heading select.
Endeavour 5120 contact Newark Liberty Tower on 118.3.
Looking beautiful, isn't it?
118.3 for Endeavour 5120.
So, loads of weather pretty much everywhere. Not much we can do about that, to be honest. So, let's see where Gale is. Well, pretty much on that very heading that we got from ATC.
JetBlue 302 direct
Okay,
over,
thanks.
cleared for the RNAV runway 22 right approach. Descend and maintain altitude.
Number 1 is on,
3000
let's give it some
established.
seconds. Yeah, stand by down here.
3000 cleared for the RNAV 22 right approach, JetBlue 302.
And number 2 is on.
United
So not used to
2445
doing
contact
takeoff
New
takeoff
York
on the
Center
A300.
175.
127.175 for United 2445.
Okay, this might be a little turbulent here. Temperature is 7 degrees. Engine
Kennedy approach,
anti-ice on.
JetBlue 1062, 15000.
Radar contact. Brickyard 4491 contact New York Center on 125.325.
Actually, 16. We would not have needed that anti-ice.
125.325 for Brickyard
Well, that's
4491.
fine for me.
Good day. JetBlue 302 contact Kennedy Tower
So,
on
engine anti-ice off
119.1.
again.
JetBlue 1062 direct
Passing
on
10,000.
X runway 22 approach.
Let's
Descend
start
and maintain
accelerating.
2500 until established.
And we also want a larger T-class range here.
Descending to
Like that.
2500, cleared for the RNAV
That's
X22
better.
approach, JetBlue 1062.
Okay, seatbelts are going to remain on for the time being.
289 contact Los Angeles Tower on 120.905.
Contact Los Angeles Tower?
Switching to Los Angeles Tower on 120.905, Alaska
Interesting ATC
on
coverage here.
118.7.
Departure American 2234, 2000 for 4000.
American 2234 radar contact, climb and maintain 12, 12000.
2000 American 2234.
I just love the view flying into the clouds there.
JetBlue 1062.
Brickyard 5791 contact Kennedy departure on 125.7.
Switching to Kennedy departure on 125.7, Brickyard
We
5791.
are on 125.7. What's ATC doing?
Kennedy departure, Brickyard 5791-0.
See, here he is. Was never gone.
Radar contact.
American 179. Do you want us to fly direct to Gale?
American 179 heavy affirmative, fly direct Gale, then is filed.
Thank you, direct Gale, then it's filed American 179 heavy. Alright, direct, Gale, nav, and then as filed. So, a couple more cells that we gotta circumnavigate before we are completely clear of everything. But I think for the time being, we're doing quite well here. So we actually didn't do the after takeoff climb checklist yet. Let's do that now. So slat flaps, retracted, landing gear up neutral, packs. And now on, and altimeters 2999. After takeoff climb checklist complete. Great.
5482 contact Kennedy
Then I'd
departure
say
on
for the time
125.7.
being, we've done about everything we could. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight to Los Angeles. And then did I just say Los Angeles again? Enjoy the flight to San Francisco, and then I see you on the approach over there.
179, heavy NorCal approach identified. Good morning, San Francisco, altimeter 29901. Expect the ILS runway 28 right approach into San Francisco.
Altimeter 29901, expecting the ILS 28 right, American 179 heavy. Alright, you've heard our controllers. Set QNH.
San Francisco altimeter.
And altimeter 2991 cross-check, passing 12,700. Now, so let's go for our approach briefing.
American 179, heavy speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, American 179 heavy. Alright, level change, and also a little bit slow. Here we go,
American
250.
179, heavy roger, talk to you up there.
Alright, cool. So, let's go for the briefing then. We are cleared down to 11,000 at the moment. The MSA, depending on where we are, about 6,000 into San Francisco. And extra fuel and time for today's arrival. Let's see, we currently have 17, so that gives us, yeah, like half an hour on top. In terms of the weather, we are facing fairly good conditions. A little bit of clouds on the approach, but apart from that, some low-lying fog. But we already have the outcome inside from
Heavy
up here.
descend and maintain 4,000. Turn right heading 145 vectors for the ILS runway 28 right approach.
Descend and maintain 4,000, right heading 145, vectors ILS 28 right. American 179 heavy. Alright, good. So, the approach itself will be flown by flight director guidance, flaps 40, and maximum reverse. Auto brakes low, vacate the runway to the left-hand side, crossing 28 left, which is the only hotspot we've got for a taxiing, and there's plenty of stop margin available. We are going to park, well, pretty much standard parking, and I've got nothing special or non-standard. Threats for the arrival, certainly the terrain is one threat, as we are going over the mountains over here, and, well, for that we are going to use the terrain display, and that's about it. Any questions on those? No? Lovely, then that's our briefing completed. And we are approaching 10,000 down here, so let's see. Lights are on, signs are on, ILS is selected, and down in our FMS we've got GPS primary with a high accuracy. Good, that's everything completed. Now, one problem that we've got,
cabin is ready.
thanks, is that down here our altitudes are not exactly accurate. I mean, look at that, Seppin like 7,000 miles away? Yeah, probably not. And Axmol isn't where it's supposed to be either. If we try Dr. Axmol, as you can see, that one shows like 3 miles away, but where is it? So something's broken there. Therefore, we will be using the Rose mode for the ILS today, and we'll be landing it like that. I'm only sticking to the nav mode until we are clear of the terrain that we've got on our approach over here for situational awareness. The other problem that we need to talk about happened during our climb. I had absolutely no idea what was happening there. I think that...
American 179, heavy descend and maintain 2500.
Descend and maintain 2,500, American 179 heavy. So, 2,500 blue. So I think what might have happened is that when I plugged a USB stick into my computer, the airplane decided that it needs to reset its panel state. I got absolutely no idea why. But that completely killed our entire configuration. And well, you saw what happened next. We were able to recover it. We had a great deal of pain dealing with the fuel, which is why the fuel use figures are like wrong now. But yeah, we somehow got it under control, and here we are on the approach. But
American
guys,
179, heavy turn left heading 115.
heading 115, American 179 heavy. Heading 115. We just gotta be careful. Don't plug into anything into your computer while you're flying. That is causing trouble. Alright, and that's what I can say about this. Okay, well, at least we're here now. Beautiful view of the Bay Area. That looks nice. That looks so nice. Vertical speed out blue. Just want to slow the descent a little bit because over there is some terrain, and while I do hope that ATC is going to turn its base earlier than that, I don't want to bet my life on it. I know that at this point St. Intentions doesn't have a reliable terrain database yet, so gotta be a little bit careful with that. They are working on implementing something like that. I am reporting every approach where the vectors take me too close to the terrain, but you know, always got to be a little bit careful. So, 13 DME out, glide slope is coming alive, then let's actually reduce to 500 feet a minute, and hope that we're going to get the base turn anytime soon. Okay, then let's...
Skywest 5488, direct fit by.
Try.
Cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 28 right approach.
Checklist.
Descend and maintain altitude 4,000 until established.
So, signs.
To 4,000, clear for the RNAV
On,
Yankee 28
briefing
right
confirmed,
approach,
beacon
Skywest
status
5488.
checked, altimeters, QNH 2999R1, minimum is 220, set left and right, ignition off, landing elevation 0, approach checklist complete. American 179, ready to turn base.
American 179, heavy turn left heading 020.
Left heading 020, American 179 heavy.
American 179, heavy turn left heading 015.
Left 015, American 179. Okay, heading 015, and the bank angle should be back on norm. So far so good, let's start reducing our speed down towards 220. We'll keep the 500 feet a minute, I think that's a fairly good rate of descent at the moment. And then let's change over to approach mode over here. I'm not 100% sure if those color codings are accurate here, but we'll keep flying like that, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, one aircraft over here, about 3 miles out.
San Francisco approach, FedEx 266.
Where is he?
FedEx
Can't really
266,
see him.
radar contact.
Well, gonna be fine.
American 179, heavy 8 miles from CPIN, turn left heading 315. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 28 right approach.
American 179 heavy, left heading 315, descend and maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS 28 right. Did he just mention another runway? Well, we know it's 28 right, so I don't know what happened earlier today in JFK, but we know that 28 right is our assigned runway, so that's what we're gonna take. So, Cat 3, dual, glide slope, localizer blue. Glide slope's alive. Flaps 1. Speed check.
Departure Southwest 53, 2000 for 4,000.
Southwest 53, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,13,000.
Up to 13,13,000, Southwest 53.
Alright, so far so good. Then let's find the tower frequency, which is 1205. So that's pre-selected, and then let's go ahead.
3 contact north
Have a little bit
departure
of
on
fun.
120.9er.
120.9er for Southwest 53.
Okay, Cat
Good
1,
day.
Flood Rector 1. Manual thrust. Here we go. Something that I just really like is that you can actually see the movements of my yoke at the bottom of the screen in the A300.
Heavy contact San Francisco Tower on 120.5 crossing C-pin.
1205 at C-pin, American 179 heavy. Bye now. Alright, so that's basically when we get established. And... of course that call came right when we had to roll off.
Heavy contact San Francisco Tower on 120.5.
1205 American 179 heavy. Bye. Okay, so suddenly he wants us to call him directly. Fine. Lock start. San Francisco Tower, American 179 heavy, ILS 28 right. Blast up star, go around altitude 3000 set. Okay, gear down, flaps 15. So let's do 160 until 4 miles, just to keep ATC happy. So you're armed. You're also coming up. Good. All right. So, nicely established. Very smooth flight over here. I've got my turbulence set to realistic again. And look at that. Completely smooth. Alright, so flaps full. And landing checklist. And speed 132 plus 5, 137. Here we go, that's looking good. Alright, so landing gear down, auto brakes low. Anti-skid checked, let's flaps 30-40 and spoilers armed. Landing checklist complete. Crew seated, we are clear to land.
Approaching 28 right.
Checked. Do a little gust here. Checked. American 179, please confirm our landing clearance. I really don't remember too much anymore.
American 179 heavy, San Francisco Tower, winds 290 at 7. Runway 28 right, cleared to land.
Runway 28 right, clear to land, American 179 heavy. Alright, now we know for sure we are clear to land.
100. 60, 40, 30, 20.
So, idle. A little bit of a flare. And here we are. So, speed brakes up, thrust goes normal. Seven knots. brakes. Okay, and with that, welcome San Francisco. This time it's right, not Los Angeles.
American 179 heavy, contact ground on 121.8.
121.8, American 179 heavy. So actually we need to see something here. Well, I think we've got to stop first. This is where a first officer would be really handy now.
Approaching 10, right.
Yeah, stopping. Okay, so 1218. Oh, come on. Here we go. That was a hassle getting that in. San Francisco ground, American 179 heavy, request taxi to the gate. Let's see if they know where we're parking, otherwise we might have to ask. Come on, give me the parking chart. Must be out down here.
179 heavy taxi to Terminal 1 gate B27V via Tango Alpha Mike 1. Have a great day.
Tango Alpha Mike 1, gate Bravo 27 Victor, American 179 heavy. American 179, please confirm we are clear to cross runway 28 left. Okay, so basically down here via Alpha, Mike 1, Bravo 27 Victor is right on the edge here. American 179, please confirm we are clear to cross runway 28 left. Would it understand me better if I went for a British accent?
American 179 heavy, cross runway 28 left approved.
Thank you, crossing 28 left approved. American 179 heavy. Okay, so clear to cross and then on to Alpha, southbound. That plane is so slow over there that we are not going to collide. See? Welcome to the United States. In Europe we would not have done that crossing. Alright, so on to Alpha, which is the second taxiway.
United 500, pushback approved.
Okay, that's brakes. Temperature high, brake fan on. Okay, brake fan on and delay takeoff. Yeah, we're not going to take off any moment soon anyway. Alright, so clear left side.
United 500, ready to taxi.
United 500, runway 28 left taxi via Bravo 5 Alpha Foxtrot.
Runway 28 left taxi via Bravo 5 Alpha Foxtrot, United 500.
Okay, after landing checks, please. Slots flaps retracted, transponder off, weather radar. Oh god, I keep forgetting that one in this plane. Not sure why. So, weather radar off, spoilers disarmed, and we'll delay the APU start. That's the after landing check is complete. Okay, just parking on the runway there. No questions asked, huh? So, let's see if GSX is any more friendly after arrival. No. And that is after a Throttle restart. I'll track this program. Nope. Okay, then we'll do without.
United 277, ready to push.
United 277, push and start approved.
Push back and start approved.
Okay, so straight ahead
United
around the
277.
terminal, and then our parking is going to be on the other side. So, I do hope that you guys have all enjoyed the flight so far, even with the little hassles that we had, especially en route, and our very spontaneous JFK controllers. But still, I hope you guys had some fun. You should leave your feedback in the comments underneath.
United 277,
Let me know
runway
if you
28
want me
left
to do
taxi
more
by Quebec 1,
A300
Bravo,
flights.
Zulu, Romeo,
Because
cross
I
runway
will be
10
totally
right,
honest,
then
with
cross
that
runway 28
1.05
left, then
update,
Romeo, cross runway 10 left,
I'm
then
not
cross
100%
runway 10
sure
left,
what
then
it is,
Romeo,
but
Charlie, cross runway
the
10
plane
right,
feels
then
a
cross runway
little nicer now. So,
Runway 28
I don't know,
left taxi
I start
by
enjoying it
Quebec
again,
1,
so
Bravo,
might
Zulu,
definitely do
Romeo,
another
cross runway
flight
10
at
right,
some
then
point
cross
soon.
runway 28 left, then Romeo, cross runway 10 left, then cross runway 10
But for the
left,
time
then
being,
Romeo,
let's actually make sure that we get the airplane into the gate.
cross runway 19
And for
right,
that, we
then
gotta
Charlie.
start the APU. APU thruster on and start it. Okay, so mic 1 is gonna be next right. And that one is completely clear. Good. So, interestingly enough, we still get some weather radar indications, even though I had just turned it off. Or, it might have turned itself off. Yep, that's what happened. It turned itself off when the panel said reset itself in climb. Okay, so be it. Now it's definitely off. Okay, so APU is still starting. Interestingly enough, that does not display the APU page. Not 100% sure if that's a bug or a feature. Okay, so let's find the entry to our gate.
Southwest 4243, taxi to parking.
Southwest 4243, taxi to
I
parking.
think it would be
Cross
one
runway
further
28
than
right,
this
then
one,
Echo
no?
Alpha 5A.
Bravo
Taxi to
27.
parking, cross
Next one,
runway
yeah.
28 right, then Echo Alpha 5A, Southwest 4243.
But I tell you what, the terminal just looks so good with Flight Beam San Francisco. I'm not gonna take this one, I'm gonna take the next one.
United 277.
Just so that we're parking in front of the terminal and not in front of the jetways. So, lights off, APU started. Gonna park it over here. And here we go. It's easy to forget that you're flying a wide body with the A300. But here we are. I think that's looking quite good. So, does it say A300 anywhere down there? No? Okay, it doesn't matter. It says A330. Oh, look at that. We actually have A300 up here. The guidance.
United 1271, request push and start. United 1271, cleared for push and start. Roger, pushback approved.
Alright, 1
United
feet, I can
1271.
live with that. So, parking brake set, APU bleed on, and shut down. 1, 2. Come true, almost on par. Here we go. Engines are running down. So, beacon's coming off, fuel pumps. Are coming off, and the slides should be disarmed any moment. Be careful on this plane because you can actually fire them. Nope, not here, but here. Run equipment, disarm doors. Here we go. So attach shocks, attach jetway, toggle ground power unit.
1715, push and start approved.
That's looking good, and the shocks are in, so we can release the brakes. Ground power is also here, so we
Roger,
can
pushback approved,
turn
Delta
off the
1715.
APU again. And here we are. Wonderful. So, seatbelt signs are coming off, and the cabin door is open. And let's open the cargo doors as well. And then let's go ahead with the parking checklist, please. So, APU bleed off, Engines off, differential pressure 0, lights and signs are off, fuel pumps, well, APU is off now, so all off, window and probe heat off, parking brake and chocks, brakes off, chocks in, parking checklist complete. So then, squawk standby, let's just deselect that ATC frequency here and transponder back towards 2000. Now I would absolutely love to go over things like the fuel now, but unfortunately due to the reset, our fuel figures had reset themselves as well. But 14.4 looks about okay. What I did is, when we overflew a waypoint for which we had fuel figure, I just went ahead and inserted that fuel figure manually plus the 2,000 pounds that we took on departure. So that's kind of how I did that. Worked alright, not perfect. But anyway, welcome to San Francisco. So, as always, leave your feedback in the comments underneath the video. As always, like, comment and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.